Welcome everyone, Grandmaster Nightfalls are now live in Destiny 2, and with it, another chance for you to obtain some endgame rewards and upgrade materials plus the rather rare and unique Conqueror seal. So if you're not in clan redeem or a glutton for solo completion punishment like many a Twitch streamer, you'll want to know how you can increase your chances of a successful completion. Fortunately for you, you're in the right place, as we go through all of the mods that you'll want to consider in your loadout, which despite the weapons you choose will be effective at any point during these grueling marathon ordeals. So if you want to make your next run a successful one, smash that sub button, give this a thumbs up and let's get on with it. First up, this video isn't going to cover the obvious anti-champion mods or weapons with it intrinsically built in. So depending on the nightfall and which champions are in rotation will depend on what you need, so take your pick for what's required as and when. Okay, so the mods you'll want to use all work around the charge with light mechanic, which was introduced in the Season of Dawn. Some of the basic ones are super strong and were vastly overlooked until recently, when a whole bunch of new charge with light mods were introduced in Season of Arrivals. These ones can also work in conjunction with the race specific Hive, Taken or Fallen mods too. Taking Charge is the first mod you'll want in any Charge with Light build, as you can collect orbs of light to become charged with light. It's as simple as that, and even in Grandmaster Nightfalls you'll be able to pick up many orbs throughout. Arguably the most important mod you'll want to pair with this though is Protective Light. This Void Affinity mod is insane and easily provides the greatest damage resistance in the game with a 50% reduction once your health hits the red bar. When you are charged with light, you gain significant damage resistance against combatants when your shields are destroyed. This consumes all stacks of charge with light, with the more stacks consumed, the longer the damage resistance lasts. Protected by the Void will show in the tooltip, and this can easily mean the difference between life and death in Grandmaster Nightfall Ordeals. You can double down on this too and get a 5x stack of charge with light by using the Solar Affinity charged up and supercharged mods, which will limit other mods in this loadout but will turn you into a charge with light tank. Now the next mod you'll want to use if you're content with only a base 2x stack of charge with light is the Arc Affinity mod Striking Light. Now it's not the main perk we're interested in here, but it's the secondary perk Uncatchable. This perk becomes active when you have another arc mod slotted into that armour piece. With it active, you'll gain damage resistance against combatants while sprinting. Now I've heard conflicting reports as to whether this is bugged or not. I believe it does work, but it isn't blatantly obvious as it is only a 10% damage reduction while sprinting. And as you are generally harder to hit while sprinting, it probably isn't that noticeable. But given that you will need to be mobile all the way through with Grandmaster Nightfalls, this bonus resistance is definitely going to be useful. Another useful mod for Grandmaster Nightfalls is Kindling the Flame. Inevitably teammates will die, and it'll be up to you to revive them. This solar mod will give you a burst of health when you revive an ally whilst you are charged with light, consuming one stack of charged with light. I wouldn't say that this is a key mod or one you should pick instead of the previous ones mentioned, but if you feel like it's going to be helpful, it's definitely a solid option. Now, the next mod is going to assist us in becoming charged with light, and as you'll be taking on champions in Grandmaster Nightfalls, Countercharge could be the key. This seasonal artifact mod will allow you to become charged with light when you or a fireteam member shuts down any champion's ability. This is a chest armor mod and is probably the most overlooked mod so far this season. Especially given how many champions are in Grandmaster Nightfalls, you will always be charged with light whether you're shooting champions or your teammates are doing it for you. The Overload Grenades mod from the Artifact 2 is also often overlooked as just a champion shutdown mod, but it actually works against all types of enemies. Apart from disrupting overload champions, it will also delay ability regen and lower combatant damage output. This is a hugely effective mod as it will stop captains from spamming their Taken Ball of Doom or Fallen Teleport ability. it'll prevent knights from shielding up, and it'll ease the barrage you take from Cabal Centurions. Plus, if you pair it with the Oppressive Darkness mod, you'll be able to do an extra 30% more damage to them for a short time. An absolute god tier combo, and one you should definitely consider everywhere in the game, not only in the Grandmaster Nightfalls. Lastly, any spare space for mods in your armour, you should also consider minor, major or boss resist and concussive dampener mods. These give an extra 10% damage resistance from a variety of sources and will stack with the mods we've already mentioned above too. Every little helps when it comes to getting the Conqueror seal, and these mods will be the difference between you getting a quick clear each week or slogging it out for hours on end. You could also chuck on the race specific Taken, Hive or Fallen Barrier mods, but not everybody will have them and they really are not exclusively required, as you can get the same benefit from the mods we have discussed here above. However, if you do want to obtain them, as they do offer excellent energy cost value, I'll link an excellent video down below from fellow British content creator Jarv, who sums up the methods nicely. No amount of mods will guarantee it, but these ones I've selected will definitely be a major benefit in terms of survivability in the toughest content Bungie has to offer right now. So hopefully this mod guide will set you on your way to becoming a Conqueror. Patience and time is key to beating these Grandmasters, but these mods will save you in the trickier situations. Let me know in the comment section which mod you'll be using in your Grandmaster Nightfall attempts. If you're new here, then please consider subscribing. We cover a lot of different builds that are available, so if that's what you're interested in, you know what to do. Also, a rating down below will always help me out, and any support is always greatly appreciated. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.